Last week on the show, I asked, who is Banksy? And I am immensely disappointed that no one had an answer for me. But I have to apologise too, because while I'm asking who is Banksy, no one's ever asking how is Banksy. So, Banksy, how are you? How are you holding up with all that money you've made from anti-capitalist art? I'm painting Marilyn Monroe green today, not because she's an alien, no, but because this is Elvis, obviously. So we're painting his iconic white jumpsuit, or rather, spacesuit. Yeah, I'm onto you, Elvis, I know your game. It is a fact, in fact, that all jumpsuits are secretly spacesuits. And onesies, and some of those clothes that people wear when they dance, what are they called? You know what I mean, gosh. Leotards! Like, pretty much any variation on the one piece, like, some swimsuits are as well, I guess, or maybe togas. Are togas one pieces? I mean, they're one piece of fabric. My therapist tells me that I'm too obsessed with the aliens thing and that this joke is overdone and unfunny, so moving swiftly along, I want to draw something that's been pissing me off. Last week on the pod, the show, if you will, I painted some pop art and graffiti, legally, of course, in typical bourgeois fashion, and I briefly mentioned Basquiat. He was truly unique and incredibly influential, which can be seen today in the plethora of copycats purloining his style. But I'm sure, as a pop artist, he would have been ecstatic to know that his art style was being cloned like a chic in a lab, declared as art and exploited for money. I am, of course, talking about the Basquiat clones of Instagram. Basquiat was a street artist as well, sourcing bric-a-brac, ephemera, and other miscellaneous shit from alleyways and sidewalks in New York City. But now he's just become a mood board for the fodder of any middle-class teenager with an iPad listening to rap in his bedroom. He didn't have your privilege. No, he didn't have an Apple stylus. You think he made his art from the comfort of a suburban neo-Christian upbringing? No! He made it from his heart and soul, from suffering, from pain, and living in the real world. He got hit by a car. How many cars have you been hit by, Larry? Have you read Grey's Anatomy? Because he has. And no, the TV series doesn't count. New York, the Big Apple, if you will, so it's only fitting that we pay homage to that there. Though I'd never go to America right now, so we're gonna make up for it by dedicating this little margin at the side of the painting to the legend that is Basquiat. Now, it was here that the painting took a different turn. I was showing it to my good friend Adrian Brody, also an amazing pop artist. You should check out his work. You can also check out my last vid, my last pod, my last show, if you will, where I talked to myself about his work and his life. And he said to me, while he was looking at my painting, that the alien Marilyn Monroe Elvis monster kind of looked like this painting called Chinese Girl by an artist called Vladimir Trechikov. And that painting is all the evidence I need that the government has known about aliens for years. Because why else would this guy have painted her green? And it got me thinking. I've been using the term aliens to talk about extraterrestrials, and completely ignoring the more contemporary meaning. I am proud to be English, and I am proud to be living in a multicultural England, but our government calls these beautiful people who make up modern Britannia aliens. People from afar, invaders, who don't belong here, who come to steal and pillage and destroy our culture. But they're not even green. Also, pillaging and erasing another's culture, I can't think of anything more English. This is what this painting is about. It's about aliens and about stolen culture, the ignorant appropriation of an aesthetic, blackface under the moniker of art, the green-faced lady by the either colourblind or artistically inept painter Vladimir Trechikov. As Basquiat would say, it's all the same old shit. So, I'm gonna wear my influences on my sleeve, with Vlad's painting here in the bottom, next to Elvis Presley. Let me know in the comments if I've missed anything. I'd hate to paint something that isn't mine and claim it was. Last thing I want is to be adding to the ever-growing amorphous mass that is plagiarised art on the internet.